Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I hope I'm visible now because of the lighting and all. It's too cold, that's why I came outside. And Today in this video, I want to talk about the phrase where you feel like you have outgrown your old version, you have did your self work and self growth, and you feel like you have finally done, but then suddenly you go back to your old pattern or you go back to your old habit and you do something that you thought you'd not do in your higher version. So what happens? Maybe some of you have felt like you have outgrown your old version. You are now fully aligned with your new version. Everything was going on. You feel like you have done your self love, self work, self growth, everything. You have done everything. You are like, finally, I have mastered this type of energy. And then suddenly, unconsciously, maybe you react or you do something that you didn't thought you'd do, and then you try to judge yourself like I was aligned, right? I have grown to my higher version, then why did I did this? So many of judgments like that. So it happened to me recently, and that's why I want to talk about this experience. So I felt like I have outgrown my old version, to be very honest. And I was talking about this a lot in my old videos. I was talking how effortlessly I'm in love with myself. I'm now surrendering and everything. And I feel like, I have done everything type of energy. And then suddenly I reacted very bad, you can say. I didn't react in front of everyone, but how I was with myself, that I felt like, uh, I started judging myself. So what happened? Not appointed, sorry, I applied for something, and I didn't got selected, and I was so disappointed. I started crying very bad, and I was like, why God? Why things don't happen to me? I'm aligning so much, I'm doing my manifestation, I'm doing my inner work, inner growth, everything. Why God, why it doesn't happen? And while I was crying, while I was in that victim energy, victimization, I was also in the back part, something in my mind was like, no, I can't react like this, I can't play the victim now, because okay, I'm visible here, right? I can't play this victim because I've outgrown my old version. I'm not this victim mindset now, I'm not in my victim mindset now, I can't do this. Something in the back was also playing like this, but I was also crying. I was not able to cry also properly, be in my emotions also properly. So it was like I was neither in my emotions, neither in my higher energy. So there was a mixed type of things that was going on. And so uh, for like some minutes, like 10, 20 minutes, I was in that mixed feeling. But then said like, no, 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 this can't happen like this. Okay, maybe I'm feeling bad, it's okay for me to cry. I just took 2 3 deep breath, and then I closed my eyes. I went for meditation type. I'm like, okay, I'm allowed to feel my emotion, I'm allowed to cry. This, just because I have grown, just because I'm in my new version, it doesn't mean I'm not allowed to cry, I'm not allowed to feel bad. I am allowed to feel bad, I'm allowed to feel bad. I said these things to me. And then after a moment I was calm, then I went to sleep, to be honest. And for like 1.5 hour I woke up, and then I was good. And then I felt like, okay, if not this, then something else. I didn't got selected in this, but then maybe I'll get selected in somewhere else. And it happened. After that, when I applied for something else, I got selected in that, and it was the more good one, to be honest. So this thing happened recently. And so, before also I slipped into my old pattern, but before I was trying to be in that new version. So there is a difference. Before, when I was slipping back into my old patterns, but in that uh, time I was trying to be in my new version. But recently I was feeling like I've outgrown my old version to an extent that now I'm fully in my new version. So there was a difference in that. And I would also like to say that when I was crying, there was also like, this back part, something was saying me, right? So I was uh, like I know that I should not play this victim mindset, even though I was like trying to play like I was blaming God. But I also knew that I should take responsibility now, not blame anyone for it. And I always say that, I always feel like that everything happens for good, because many people say, and before I used to doubt, like, does everything happens for good? But now I feel like, yes, everything happens for good, because I didn't got selected there. I got selected somewhere else, and it is more good. So everything happens for good. Now I believe it, to be very honest. And if you feel like, after you feel like you have outgrown your old version and you slip back to your old pattern suddenly, don't judge yourself. I really judged myself, like, after I played the victim, I also judged myself, like, what, you played the victim? I'm a narrator. You have outgrown your old version. That was your past version. You played the victim, really? Like, I was in the mirror and I was talking to me like that. You played the victim. I really judged myself for some time, but I would say that even if you sleep, don't judge yourself. It happens. It happens even to the people who are more outgrown than us. We are just in the journey, but I seriously feel like who have outgrown, they are also allowed to cry. They are allowed to feel bad. Just because you are working on your growth doesn't mean you are not allowed to feel bad. These are emotions. This is what makes us a human being, right? So we are allowed to cry. I felt like because I have grown, I'm not allowed to cry like for any disappointments or delays. But it's okay, sometimes any disappointment or any delay will make us feel bad, and it's okay. So that's all what I had to say today. So if you also feel like this, don't judge yourself. Take a pause, take some deep breaths, and say to yourself that you are allowed to cry, you are allowed to feel bad. Everything happens for good. That's all what I had to say. And if not now, it will come maybe later, but in a very good way. uh, that's all. I hope I'm able to make you understand, and that's it. So bye bye.